Namaste. Namaste. And everybody, welcome to another hour with Pur. Now, this video is very important. This video is most important because there's nothing to forgive. And everyone is forgiven. Everything is just a game, an experience, school, arranged by us from above. We wrote the script. We wrote to be hurt. We wrote even this most terrible drama that is impossible to forgive to someone. But I want to take this video on many multidimensional levels of forgiveness because we do not understand many times the right. And this video will take a little bit different direction because just now I don't answer messages if I don't feel it's my work. But just before this video, I received a message. Somebody wanted to kill somebody, stab somebody, some man. Oof. It's karma, it's true, it's everything. And this video will take another direction because I will also speak how to forgive and protect yourself, remove yourself, but still forgive. I will speak also that doesn't mean you put up with abuse to forgive. To forgive can even mean you have to kill him if in self-protection. This is I'm giving very extreme example. But if your life is in danger, in that case, you know. So I'm very sensitive, and when somebody writes something like this to me, shows me a picture or something, I see everything, I feel everything clairsentiently, I feel everything. So I'm a little bit shaken, but okay, I'm above this, I just feel it inside. And it will help this video so I can speak how to forgive those that abuse and how to protect yourself also from them, you know. But let me just go first. I want to take this video in 4 segments. First, the source root about forgiveness, then how you act when you forgive, then also ego gets offended, ego offends. Who is offended is not enlightened. Who offends is not enlightened. This is ego. So like this, I want to a little bit break it down. So, to forgive. Source truth, actually, the highest source truth is that there's nothing to forgive. I'm a very strange guy, very weird. If you think about me, you will maybe sometimes if you see something, I'm very sensitive, you will think, what is he angry? Yeah, maybe for a second, really. I have really bad temper. Sometimes still. I had such bad temper on every little violations because I always left everyone alone and every little thing bothered me when somebody violated my energy. And I scream out. I don't scream out now, but even that little, when I feel in myself that this fire comes, I still feel the temper inside, even though if I do not exhibit it in my behavior. It can be seen sometimes. But I have nothing to forgive. I can give that person after 3 minutes love, no problem. When I go into that lion mode, when something violates me, I'm just letting the steam out. So I have nothing to forgive. If that person is not offended by me not allowing them to violate me, after a minute I'm okay. Everything is beautiful. I give you all the love. I give you everything. I'm not offended. And I feel I was really observing people who have bad temper, but they don't hold no grudges. They love everyone. They don't keep nothing inside. So that's why I realized this through my life. Very sensitive and empath, and this was actually my steaming out. I didn't keep it out. I never had nothing to forgive. But I could yell and scream at somebody for nothing. But inside, even when the most terrible and worst thing happened to me in my life, and those who watched my life story video, you know that things happen that you cannot forgive. I had nothing to forgive. Nothing. I let it out. I cried out. I cried it out. It kind of washes through me. And this is important. I don't lash out now for nothing. I really nicely say to somebody, if I'm bothered, I lash out only if people judge or something like that. Then I have to teach them something. You know, it's love. I show them you cannot do this, so they maybe change themselves. I'm not offended when I give them a lesson, or if I get that my bad temper back. I actually want to help them. I actually want to let them know clearly that they cannot do this. Saturn is very strong in me all my life. Saturn is a teacher. Saturn is this father teacher. And as I'm divine feminine, this Saturnian energy also in me very powerful. I'm a sweetheart. I'm everything. But if you violate my energy, I will let you know you cannot do this. Finish. And I won't let you know twice. But I'm not offended. There's nothing to forgive. If you can take this, if you can accept my will and my energy and realize that I never actually would do anything like this to you, and that I will bless you and love you, everything is okay. I'm never offended. And things happened in my life that people 20 times lesser things they cannot forgive. I was abused sexually by grandfather. I go to a grave, I love him. I see his spirit in dreams. Everything is okay. We are friends. Everything was a lesson that I put up with. I have nothing to forgive. And why there's nothing to forgive? Now I'll give you the source truth. Why there's nothing to forgive? Can you imagine that every situation, every drama that is maybe now playing out or had been playing out in past, we have written the script. We have actually asked that soul that in this world they do this to us, provide us this lesson. Why? You may ask, why would I ask somebody to hurt me like this? And they hate them and they hate me and like this. Well, in this world we come in forgetfulness. We don't know this is a video game and we think our avatars are real. So we forget that plan. But actually, because we wanted to learn about third dimensional separation and the energies in this third dimensional illusion of separation, and we could not know these energies in no other way but to experience them in worst ways on ourselves. So we have asked somebody close to us, actually, who loves us very much on the soul level, to provide us that terrible lesson like I did to my grandfather. I asked him, actually. Why? So now I can teach this to those who going through abuse. We ask for this lesson so we can get hurt by third dimensional energy of other people who we love in relationships, in families, in whatever, friendships. Then we can master this. We can forgive. We can rise above it. We heal it within ourselves. We ask for it only for that so that we can then heal the world. Because I heal this in myself. I forgiven myself. Now I can help those who are suffering in the same way and been abused in the same ways. So this is the soul truth. That's why old masters always say you are forgiving yourself only. You are forgiving yourself only. Because actually you have your soul asked for this. That's why this is so mystical when they say you have to forgive yourself. How I forgive myself if they hurt me? Yes, you have to forgive yourself because you, on the soul level, you asked and here you forgot. And I know also 10 years ago when I was going through shit, 12 years ago going through shit with terrible shit, I did blame these people. I did not understand this. I know when you're going through this, you don't understand. But if some teacher would speak this, it would help me that moment and even clarify things, and I could go easily through. This is the bitter pill. And I know this is difficult to hear because, like, on the beginning of the video, I said that somebody wanted to kill somebody. Oof, I just got message. Almost did. Why would we ask for that, huh? School of life. Soul wants to learn this. So this is the highest perspective why we have to forgive. But let us get a little more real now. It's about you. What my grandfather did to me, my father did to all my family members, what they deprived me of, and so many things, and so much violence in teenage years, and girlfriends, and everything. All the time, abuse, sexual. From the day one on this earth, just it was for speciality for me that people lie to me, people cheat me, people abuse me, people hurt me. I was like, okay, what is happening? So I know how it feels. I know how it feels. I had my bad temper. I told everything to everyone out always. But then it's over. Whatever you do to me, I'm not carrying inside. I love you. And if I look back, I actually never resented to anyone. I never needed actually to forgive. I needed just to shout it out and then fuck you and I love you and God bless you. This was how I was. It's over. I I had let it out, but I have forgiven to everyone, everything. I didn't even have to forgive because you have to understand one thing. I protected myself. I removed myself from these energies. No, no, no. You will not play with me like that. I love myself. Sorry. But why would I hold a grudge to you? Why would I keep this fire? This. Why would I keep my heart heavy because of you? You are disrespecting me, and then I would allow you to live in my heart without paying a rent? I think I'm stupid or what? I'm crazy. I'm not stupid. Crazy is actually genius, you know. No, no, no. You don't deserve to be in my presence. I'm sorry, but I love you. I pray for you. I love you. This is how I do. But I pray for you because I also pity you. But there's nothing to forgive because, oh, you don't know what you're doing to yourself, even. I could bless you, I could help you heal. You're just hurting yourself if you. So I have to pray for you. You have to know this. You have to know this. If somebody is doing something to you, they are actually hurting themselves with karma. So why would you carry that karma in yourself? It's not your karma, you forgive. It doesn't mean that when you forgive, they will get free of that karma. Oh, no. You only free yourself. Everyone has to pay the reactions, live the reactions for their deeds in this world. You understand this? If you forgive them or not, they will have to live their karma. But you don't have to live their karma. If you cannot forgive, you're making this your karma. You want to take revenge, you hate them, you think of them, they live in your head without paying a rent and you don't even like them. What? You know, they will get their karma, but why would you have to get their karma? If you would carry that situation and that what hurted you inside, you will be part of this. This will be part of you, always taking your vibration down to that reality. Why would I need to suffer if somebody wanted to hurt me? Why would I have to suffer for that? Their karma. It's their karma. I forgive you. I love you. I'll not be part of this. I actually ask this on the soul level, but I am a good student, so I know how to pass this lesson. Bye bye. I love you. That's how you pass the lesson. And you understand that really, really, you only free yourself. Because if you cannot forgive, you are carrying this within you. You're carrying this within you. It's part of you. It burns you inside. You are hurting yourself. If you cannot forgive, you blame somebody, you keep this for years inside, for months. This person maybe doesn't even care anymore. But you are hurting yourself, and you are hurting, you are suffering. So it only hurts you. If you forgive, you free yourself. You forgive, you free yourself. I know, because when I was working in an elderly institution here in the next city, there was one old guy who was just, I mean, people got it bad in the World War II. He was just one time beaten, and he was very rich man and everything. And I was looking, he had a speech there in the elderly institution because he was so rich he could have a speech on the ceremony, and he was speaking about this, how he was at 25 years old and they beaten him and like this. I was looking this man for 3 years. He never forgiven. He always reliving this. Even when he had to speak on his birthday, he's speaking about they beaten him at 25 years. When other people got killed and tortured and their heads cut off and all this crazy. He could not forgive. He was still, after 65 years, he was carrying this within him like it happened yesterday. And really, when he was speaking about it, it was like you can feel the trauma, you can feel the unforgiveness, you can feel how I could feel how it's inside of him, everything just still like it happened yesterday. You must forgive. Like Buddha said, what Buddha said. Buddha said, if you cannot forgive, it's like you take a chalk, hot chalk, glowing, you hold it tight in your hand, and you expect that the other person will burn. That happens when you cannot forgive. You know, that happens when you cannot forgive. That happens. You hurt yourself. You forgive, you free yourself. I wanted to make this video more sweetly, but the message that I received before this video made it a little different, so it's a little more raw. But it's okay. That message came so that this video went into this direction. This is good. You hurt yourself only. Let go. Let the karma deal with a person. And do everything you can to protect yourself. You know me. I'm like this. I'm very sensitive. Every little violation, if I don't like that you don't respect me on my level, I'll let you know. I'm not offended. I just don't allow no disrespect because I respect everyone on their level, and I just look at it. Would I do this to them? Would I teach them in their house? No, I'll tell you. People think I'm offended. People think I don't know what. No, 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 no. I'm just staying strong in my energy. Like I respect your energy. And people say, I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. I don't want you to be sorry. I just want you to respect my request in my energy. There's nothing to forgive about. These people have to understand. You have to express your will in your energy. How strange it is. It is your energy. And this doesn't mean that you are offended or anything. I feel really when you have strong boundaries, when you are in your self-power, I'm not offending anybody, I'm not violating anybody, only in my energy and my authority, and that's why I can forgive so easily. I have nothing to forgive because I respect myself. I don't allow things to be done upon me that people would need to ask for forgiveness. But even if they do, I'm not offended. And I may remove because I don't like, I feel everything, and I feel when some energy is coming that is not resonating with me, with that person, I'm sorry. I don't want to deal it. If I remove that person, this doesn't mean I need to forgive them and I'm offended. This that means that they are somebody telling me somebody wanted to kill him. Now if that person is kill her. Now if this person is listening, I'm telling you that I remove people for strange comments that I don't like. And I don't have nothing to forgive. So if somebody wanted to kill you or your aunt yesterday, do everything you can on all levels to remove that abuser, for put safety. You be safe, aunt be safe, but do everything you can to protect yourself and to put this abuser to justice. How to forgive such thing, huh? And somebody wants to kill you like a savage beast. I tell you how. By putting him in prison? Doing everything you can for your safety, and that he cannot now, when they are searching for him, that he cannot come near. Whatever you can do for your family's safety, go somewhere to some safe place or something. How to forgive him? This is very important that this message came. How to forgive that? Easily. Like Jesus said on the cross, Father, forgive them, they don't know what they're doing. Pray for them, even when they are put in prison, you do whatever you have to do. And they can not ever even try to violate you like this, in this way. But you do not hate the abuser. You do not want to take revenge on an abuser. You don't keep this hate and blame and anger within you. He is put to justice. How to forgive that person? Pray for him. Pray for his soul. Pray that he can get saved. But do everything that this cannot happen anymore. So, to put somebody in prison who really does something like that, justice it has to be done. But it doesn't have to be part of you. It doesn't have to live with you. You have to forgive. You have to forgive. For if you don't forgive, it will be killing you all your life. Because somebody wanted to kill. Anyway, if they did this, they're killing themselves. It's such bad karma. And if you, any type of abuser, if you allow such abuser in your presence, I'm now speaking also about those who beat. Just the other day, I wrote a paragraph message to a beautiful mother whose daughter was in abusive situation because of the child, and the father was beating her. And I said, same, put the bastard in prison, put the court restraint, forgive him. And because of a child, to remove that violator, because she said that daughter wants to remain in marriage because of a child. I said, this child is an angel, he feels everything. You have to remove that man, because the child will really turn into that man if he will grow up in such energy. It is very bad for a child to live in abusive situation in family. So again I said same. And now he is in prison. Very good. My word has power. But to pray for him. I forgive you. You don't know what you were doing. You almost broke my face, but I forgive you. You broke your heart only and your soul, and you were breaking yourself only. You were killing yourself only. I'll never allow you to come in my presence again. But I love you unconditionally, just as God loves you, who gives you all the reactions to your actions, even if they are such darkness like now you will have to experience. That's love, that's forgiveness. But I pray for your soul that you learn this lesson, that you learn that you cannot harm those who love you anymore. That's how to forgive. That's how to forgive. To forgive doesn't mean that you are in that situation, you allow that person to beat you, abuse you. That's not forgiveness. Actually, if you are doing this because you love them, you have to understand, every punch they give at you, they get karma and they will have to suffer for it. So if you really love them, get the fuck out of here. And never, and take really care that they cannot come near you anymore. Because even if you're doing this for them, because you unconditionally love them, you actually, if you would know what I know and you would see what I see, you would understand that actually you are hurting them with such bad karma that just because they're beating you, they will have to suffer. So if you really love them, you remove yourself because of them. Because then they will not be able to harm themselves with, when they harm you like that, they get 10 times back in life after. So if, you know, some people, some goddesses, this is old energy, and they put up with such sacrifice. They do forgive, but this is not good. Turn the other cheek to allow this. It's not good for a child. It's not good for you to turn a child into a father. You know, and it will give father such bad karma that he'll have to suffer next 10 lives for it. Better to teach him a lesson and walk away. And you forgive in such way. You don't know what you're doing. Please, God, forgive him. He doesn't know what he's doing. I forgive him already. source will say, I forgive him, but he will get the lessons he needs. That's Father. So I'm like this also. I forgive everything, but I will give the lesson that they need. And I will not allow anyone to. If you had my energy, if you don't respect my weird way and what is disturbing me, for me this is enough. For me, you don't have to violate me. For me, just if I tell you this is what I'm sensitive on, please stop. And here it stops. If you can respect this, okay. If not, Papa, because I'm a teacher and if you don't respect me, you cannot get that energy exchange from me that actually activates the teaching to be revealed within you. So what will I be doing with somebody who cannot respect me? No. So I'm so strict and so sensitive. So yes, if somebody is beating you, most definitely you remove yourself from that situation. Because it's quite a difference if somebody tells me something here and somebody beating you. It just means that you do not hate, you do not blame, you do not carry this within you. You know, you free yourself. You actually love the soul. Because that what hurting you, what that offending, what abusing, this is not who they are. Even I'm saying this is not who they are. I'm sensitive to their darkness. I don't like it here. But this is not who they are. So I pray for who they are, for love that they are underneath all this that need to be healed. And it's causing shit. When you understand the source truth, there's nothing to forgive. This is not who they are. This is the darkness that is affecting them, infected them, covered them. It's not who they are. Not who they are. And this is an important point. I realized this morning when I dealt with some woman who actually could not forgive that I didn't allow her not to judge me 4 weeks ago. And I didn't even, and I forgot that she even judged me. And today she started some shit. I was like, okay. I didn't even have to forgive you. I only roared at you because you were judging me. And now, after 4 weeks, you still cannot forgive that I did not allow you to judge me. Oh my God, people are insane. I'm telling you, people are insane. But this, I'm giving you the contrast. I really, that time, because I don't like if somebody judged the fuck I say, because in some post I was really expressing my beautiful bad mouth. And she was, I judge this. No, when you say this to me, it's over. Game over. I stopped her. And I was really, in the morning, I'm sensitive sometimes after dreams. So I stopped her. I let my fire out. No, 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 no. But after 3 minutes, I have nothing to forgive. So actually, after I saw some of her comments, and I gave him love on that comments, and it didn't mean nothing to me. You judged me. I roared. I removed. You didn't start anything. It's okay. It's over. For me, it's over. I never carried anything inside, and the person judged me, you know. And then today I see why you are commenting love on my comments. I cannot see your posts. Please stop. I will remove. I was like, what? I don't even remember anymore that you judged me. Now you reminded me again. And you are offended and cannot forgive that I actually did not allow you to judge me. You still cannot forgive after 1 month. I didn't know after 5 minutes what happened. People. if you cannot forgive, this is. And I was just because I'm telepathical, sentience. I saw her actually. Oh my God, you are carrying this 1 month still. You cannot forgive that you cannot judge. Oh my God, time out, time out. It's good to have because I understand something. People who express like me, if I don't like something, I will tell you. I even can get bad temper. We have nothing to forgive. Maybe it's because we do not keep nothing in. We feel the energy. I'm born autistic, highly active autistic. I'm not of this world. I'm actually in not of this world consciousness. I never was and never will be. This you have to understand with me. I'm like enlightened autistic child. I do not perceive reality. I have inner vision first and inner perception, feeling first, then outer perception. That's why I'm almost blind and like this. I'm different. I'm completely different, and I never ever, I cannot keep it in. If I don't like it, I say. But I have nothing to forgive. It's over. And I really feel that people, because you are keeping so much in, because you don't allow to tell people what you don't like, what violates you, you're keeping this stuff in, and you cannot forgive, and this is accumulating. I really feel you should express yourself, even if you have to get angry for 2 minutes. And you will not have to forgive because you will always express your true will, true energy, and true heart out. You know, that's why also not good to me to write to me something what you really do not mean, because I see it and then I don't like it. But yes, you have to express it. Expression is everything. Otherwise, all these things will be accumulating always because people will be doing things to you, and then you will hold a grudge and hold something inside. No, say. Because if when people start manifesting the energy that you don't like, when you say, you stop them, and if you don't, then it goes, and then it will offend you. Then you will have to forgive, and you will not tell them, and then. So I really feel expressing, like, you are in my home, here are my rules, whatever I don't like this, you have to accept unconditionally. Because if I come in your house, whatever you will not like and you tell me, I will expect unconditionally. Anybody knows, whoever asked me to not to do something in their energy, I said, please don't explain yourself to me. For me, just your free will is sacred. I don't want to hear why. You don't owe nothing to me. I just have to respect your free will. That's why you will have nothing to forgive when you will start clearly expressing in your energy, your authority, not in energy of others. And your authority in your house, whatever disturbs you, offends you, whatever, you have to say. This I feel, because I observing also others who express themselves always what I like, what I don't like, they have nothing to forgive because they do not allow people to violate them. That's the strong boundaries. So to have nothing to forgive, you have to also learn to tell to people, no, not in my house, no, not in my energy, no, this I don't like. If you want to, if we are in a relationship, no, but we don't have to be. You can do this in front of me, not, but do somewhere else, like this. Then you will really express yourself and people will respect you. Because when you really step in your self-power, you express yourself, you will have soon nothing to forgive because people will not anymore disrespect you because you will be that respect. Everything is reflection, because I was also seeing the person who was writing to me about what happened, the violence, somebody wanted to kill. I was seeing that Actually, they even feel they are doing something wrong by asking for help, me, and asking anybody for help and apologizing like they are guilty for something. This I see. I see people who come judge, point fingers, really express darkness, and they cannot apologize ever. And then I see such beautiful souls who never do anything to anyone and they are apologizing for nothing. Such contrast. Last have to become first and step in their power. As those who really would need to ask forgiveness, they don't ask, and those who did nothing wrong are asking for forgiveness non-stop like they doing something. There's nothing to forgive also because guilt is original sin. Forgive yourself everything also because guilt is the original sin. Everything is the experience in this school of life. Everything what you are going this moment through, whatever dark or bright it may be, however it might not have any sense to you now, is the highest experience and the best experience, best that you can be this moment. You couldn't done best that moment because you were best, doing the best at the soul level, the best that you can be, learning just the best lesson through that experience and choice that you did that seems so wrong in past. That's why you have to also forgive yourself everything. Because guilt is original sin. Everything was just experience and choice of the soul for you to choose and experience that reality, that darkness. You did nothing wrong. Soul was learning. And they did nothing wrong. Their soul is learning through shit, but you don't have to be part of it. You learn the lesson when you remove yourself. But you have to understand also this. There's nothing to forgive because whatever darkness they are in and whatever crazy, insane, and even harmful behavior they are exhibiting, their soul is just learning, and your soul is learning the best that they can in this moment. And that's why even when you remove yourself, remove them from that presence, even if they are in prison because what they did, you understand they are learning the best. They have been learning the best when they done that crime. Their soul wanted to learn this experience. Now they have to learn about the reactions of such behavior in the cell, and you can understand that you have nothing to forgive because actually also them who did this terrible thing are experiencing and learning and being the best as their soul on this point in this time now can be. No one can be higher in experiencing anything better than we are now or worse. So that's why you have to forgive also to yourself and to everyone. Whatever you do, there's nothing to forgive. Just look, the dark beings in the astral realm are now being removed with no mercy. You can say, how is this possible? Now everyone is forgiven, everything is forgiven. They are forgiven, they are loved, but their time is over. Time for this experience on earth is finishing. That's why everything is surfacing on the darkness on the surface. So they are getting removed. But they are forgiven and they are loved. Because they are actually harming the ascension of planet Earth, and they are the obstacle that does not want to change. That doesn't mean they are hated. That doesn't mean that somebody blames them. Doesn't mean that angels hate them. No. Doesn't mean that the sword hates them. No. It only means that they have to be removed, for they are blocking the ascension of planet Earth, and they do not want to turn to light, so their soul has to be recycled. But it is performed by love, because also their soul doesn't want to ascend, and there's whatever happens to them, that soul reset, everything new is the best for them. Because they are harming themselves, harming all the beings, and they are so lost that they do not want to turn around. But nobody hates them, like Source doesn't hate them. Source unconditionally loves them, but this experience is not allowed anymore and should be removed, because heaven must rise on earth. They are forgiven, they are unconditionally loved, and whatever happens to them as they are resetted is actually their suffering and causing the suffering, and they cannot come to light. And it helps them because their soul gets resets, and their soul, after their removal, gets another chance to go through the journey and can come to light. So it's love. So you can watch this 4D reality from four-dimensional point of view of duality. We hate the darkness, they are attacking us, they are like this. This is separation, this is duality, this is same darkness. I don't like people who are in 4D consciousness. I like them, I love them, but I cannot deal with them, because they hate and like this. But if you look from the fifth dimensional point of view, you see completely different. I have no enemies, everyone is my friend, and you see it completely differently. They just do not want to turn to light, and they are the obstacle. They have to be removed. We do not hate them, they are not enemies. We perform this with love, with unconditional love, just as Source loves them unconditionally for the choices and whatever they are making. But these choices and experience is not anymore allowed by the new energy on earth, so they are removed. And it is best for them, because they are hurting themselves and others, and whatever, how their soul continues, they are to get a second chance to again rise towards the light. And in this darkness and separation that now they are causing, they cannot have this opportunity. So from the 5D, from Source perspective, if you watch this, you see completely different picture. It's love. They are love, but their service is not required anymore. They are forgiven. They do not want to turn to light themselves, so they have to lift the reset button so their soul can in the next experience rise to the light, because we love them. Ultimately, not only there's nothing to forgive, you don't hate them, they are not enemies, we love them, and it's not only to liberate this earth, it's also to liberate them. So they have, when their journey continues, they have opportunity again to rise to the light, which now they are so lost that they cannot. So it's love. It's like Arjuna on the battlefield. He said, Krishna, I cannot kill my uncles. I cannot kill my gurus. What is this? I will go to forest. I will not fight. And Krishna said to him, but look, they are enchanted by dark magic. If you are the best warrior here, they even have my army, they have everything. He said, if you go, this our kingdom will be turned into hell on earth, and you will be responsible. And they will suffer more. And in all our people will suffer. Everyone will suffer if you go. He said, now do your duty and kill them with love. Because once again, these were not anymore his uncles, his gurus, but their souls were taken. and they actually wanted to destroy the kingdom which is full of abundance and happiness, and all people were living happy. So he actually said, I cannot, these are my uncles. Krishna said, you will be the cause of the hell that happens after if you don't do your duty. But then he told them, but love them, because you have to understand, you will save their souls from these possessions that they are now victim of. In next life, they are to reach enlightenment. So if you go away, you will hurt them, you will hurt our entire kingdom, because I promised I will not fight, he said. And they will sink into darkness. You actually liberate their souls also. So then Arjuna went and he kneeled and he prayed for them. He really prayed for their soul. He prayed for them with love. And after he killed them all. But he was really with love praying them, but then he understood when Krishna told him what will happen from the soul level with his uncles and gurus if he doesn't liberate them, and what will happen with the people in the kingdom if the darkness wins. So again, same. They were not fighting them with hate like enemies, but they understood that it's for their good and to protect the well-being of people and the kingdom. So same is like this. I am a little bit sorry that this video went in such topic. I wanted to speak like this, really I was speaking like Jesus, that really forgiveness, a little bit different. But the message came on the beginning of the video. Somebody wanted to kill somebody, and that's why I speak this. And this is good because I'm telling you how you can forgive and actually protect yourself from the aggressor and do whatever you have to do to protect. But okay, now we are in different times. Please don't go to war and call the police if somebody is abusing, hurting. But forgive them and understand that if they hurt you, like Krishna told to Arjuna, if you allow them to win, you will destroy entire kingdom. If they hurt you, they hurt themselves actually, and they are destroying the happiness in your family and turning into hell. And they are actually also turning themselves into demon. So their punishment and whatever they will receive after, when you will put them in your place, you have to understand that through that they will learn also not to do this again. And you have to understand they will get their karma, but you forgive them and pray for them and really say like Jesus said, forgive them, love. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they done. They cannot do this to me anymore. I'll not allow them to do this to me anymore. But please forgive them, let them. You pray like this. Let them realize and come to light out of this darkness. Love unconditionally means to forgive. Regardless the condition, means also to love yourself. If you're getting slapped around every day, that's not forgiveness, that's being a punching bag and hurting them even with terrible karma. And the last point, what I really want to speak on, enlightened master cannot get offended and doesn't need forgiveness. Whoever says that they are master and they need you to apologize to them, they are not masters. Finished. Why? Soul cannot get offended and soul cannot offend you. Enlightened master is in soul consciousness. I have bad temper. I may tell you, I don't like this, blah, 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 but after a second, I'm finished. I have nothing to forgive. I only step in my power. I express my will. If I get offended, soul cannot get offended. Nobody can change the soul. Nobody can harm the soul in any way. Ego gets offended. Ego needs apology. Ego needs somebody to ask them forgiveness. Ego, false ego self. Oh, I'm disrespected now. And if you will apologize to me, then I will be okay. Now apologize. Everybody knows I'm very sensitive, and when you start apologizing to me, everybody knows. I always tell you, please, I'm even more allergic to apologies. I have nothing to forgive. And then they're looking, what? He's again angry. But I mean it. And I'm sensitive when somebody apologizes to me. I have nothing to forgive. I only tell you how it is. I'm a teacher. Don't exercise these energies in my house, please. Don't teach me here and like this. And because sometimes it's really strange. I tell to somebody, you teach in your own house. Don't teach here. I'm a teacher here. You go teach. You teach somewhere else. And they're like, I'm sorry, apologize. Don't apologize. I have nothing to forget. I'm more sensitive to this. I'm a funny guy. Maybe because born autistic and all this astrology that was going on. It's and all my life in India with crazy masters. I'm crazy like I am. No, it's nothing. If somebody needs an apology, if somebody needs you to apologize, and they are telling that they are masters and they are enlightened, this is not enlightenment. Because first of all, you didn't offend me. I was not offended. If I'm offended, then I am not that I am, then I'm just the man of this world in ego mind, because ego gets offended. False ego gets offended only. And who offends is also false ego. Soul cannot get offended, and soul will never offend you, because soul knows that I am you and you are that I am. That's why I always take care, never disrespect anyone in their energy, even if I don't like the shit that you are saying there. Just don't say it here. Because soul understands. Soul will not disrespect you, and soul cannot disrespect. When you are in soul consciousness, you will not disrespect anyone. I can, for fun, have strange posts here with crazy words. I point a finger at anyone. I never disrespect anyone. I haven't point anyone out. Nothing. But if you come here commenting and like this, then I will naturally reply. But then you pointed yourself out. This is important. Soul cannot offend, and soul doesn't get offended. When you are in soul consciousness, you stop disrespecting people, you stop offending people, because you understand I am that I am and that I am you. If I disrespect you, if I offend you, if I do something to you, I'm doing it to myself. So ego offends you. And if I'm offended, I'm again on ego. You understand this? If I have to forgive you, then I'm on ego. My teachers were also like that in India, like Shiva Babas and like this. They scream at you, they're like, blah, 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 blah. But they scream at you more if you apologize. They just want to teach you a lesson. Because, yes, really, when you are in soul consciousness, I feel disrespected when somebody apologizes. Hey, you think I'm an ego or what? Is your problem? Yes, because false ego offends. False self, which is separated and wants to be above others and like this. And also, if I'm offended, then I don't know myself. My ego, I think that I'm my ego, and my ego is offended. I need apology. And I actually think that you are my ego. I think that you offended me. But if I understand I am the soul that I am, I cannot get offended. And that what wanted to offended me is actually your ego. My soul knows this. So I may not allow you to treat me at this level because Lion demands respect on his level, but no, nothing to forgive. I will pray for you. That's what is meant. Father, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing because they don't know who they are. They are on ego and they are offending and hurting. But you are in the soul. You're a master. When you are a master, you are soul. Then you pray. You pray actually for that soul, for this ego to be removed, which is causing the abuse. You know, very important point. If you get offended, you are not enlightened. If you need apology, you are not enlightened. Anybody who needs an apology is not enlightened. If you have bad temper and like this, you can be enlightened, no problem. Bad temper is uh, when people are so sensitive, highly empath, they usually have this also sometimes. But if you cannot forgive, if you need apology to forgive, no, this is not enlightenment. This is ego consciousness. This is not freedom of karma. Because you think that they are the ego who offended you and you got offended, so you are the ego also. The soul knows. It is who you are not that wanted to hurt me that cannot get hurt. So I pray for you. But my mental body is sensitive. Please, I will remove myself from this. I'll not allow you to do this, but it's nothing to forgive. Because if I have to forgive, then I should delete my Facebook and stop cheating people. Important. Whoever says they are enlightened, they have to be beyond forgiveness. Like Jesus, they're killing you. There's nothing to forgive. You're praying for them because you understand that actually their ego is crucifying you. And you understand, oh my God, they will suffer such terrible karma for this. Please forgive them. Because you are free, you are enlightened, you are free. You know you are free. You are in the highest consciousness that is possible. You are flying to heaven. They will have to suffer terrible hell on earth because of what they did. The ego did. So you ask, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. It's their ego. It's not who they are. You understand this? So I'll make another video also about forgiveness, a little more sweetly. This one was more about how to forgive in situations where you have to protect yourself and really go away from that situation. This was more that video off, but we covered everything. So I hope you who have messaged me before with that terrible situation and violation, you have listened, I hope. Because you inspired this video to go in much different direction as it meant to. And I really pray for you, and I will do some session, some energy work for your protection, but you have to protect yourself. You have to take this video. I told you I will make this video. You have to take this video to heart and remove yourself, remove the abuser. And for now, when you are still in danger, do everything for your safety, even if you have to remove you and those who are in danger. But don't blame them. Understand. As you take care of your safety, as you are putting them to justice, understand that what hurted you is not who they are, but their ego mind. Pray for their soul from the heart so they can get free one day. Forgive. If you cannot forgive, you carry this with you, and it's always killing you. Not only once, tried to. You free yourself if you forgive. Anyway, you were hurt, violated terribly. Why would it have to violate you all your life? Forgive because of freeing yourselves. Well, like this. So you see, to forgive doesn't mean to allow people to kick you, beat you, abuse you, violate you anyway. Forgive means not to keep their bullshit within you, but free yourself from their bullshit. And to pray for who they are underneath of that, whatever you are forced to do to protect yourself. That means to forgive. So, everyone is forgiven. You have no enemies. Everything is just experience. Everyone is the best, but you get the lessons best if you really step in your power and you don't allow people to violate you. And you forgive everyone and set yourself free while not allowing others to do to you what you would not do to them. But if they do, you forgive as you get the fuck away. Or keep them the fuck away if they want to be. And do that to you. So like this. We could speak more and more and more and more. But it's okay. So thank you for watching this video, and everyone is forgiven. I blocked so many people, but everyone is forgiven. I'm very sensitive. And people can be, I'm sensitive to these things, really. And I cannot deal with violations, but I have nothing to forgive. They maybe think that I offended, that I, because of I don't know what. No, I just don't allow people to do to me what I would never do to them. And even if they are doing this to everyone and everyone else thinks is normal. So if I can be like that, then if somebody is abusing you, also remove them, but forgive them also. Those who violating me this little bit, I have nothing to forgive. And in my life, like my father, my grandfather, and some friends, and many people really hurted, violated me in most terrible ways. Even to them, I had nothing to forgive. I have nothing to forgive. But my father lives 6 miles away. I haven't seen him for 13 years. And I will not see him because I know why. I tried. Then I connected next with his energy. I understood nothing changed. Okay. So learn from me. But I pray for him and I love him. And I hope he will rise as high as he can, as fast as he can. Like my uncle told, why you hate him? Why you? No, you don't understand, my friend. I just don't allow people. I don't have energy and time for somebody to draining me and like this. And I tried. No, thank you. I saw his energy again and thank you. I love him. I even told him. I told to my uncle, tell him I love him and that he's the best that he can be. But I just, everything is okay like this. I just set my boundaries and protect my power very strongly. But truly in my heart, praying for him and loving him and understanding, but I have things to do and I'm too sensitive for his shit. If he would be friend and like we can be buddies and not want to be my backpack, okay. Anyway, I'll not go into that, but I just see things didn't change, things are same. I'm sorry, I cannot. So you have to be also like this. You have to understand. To forgive doesn't mean you have to put up with it. And if you don't put up, regardless it's your father, your girlfriend, your husband, wife, whatever, if you remove yourself, you are not a bad person. You are still forgiven means that you are not carrying this in your heart. And I know in my heart I love my father and there was nothing to forgive even in past. But I just cannot deal with this. I'm sorry. And I seen that person just doesn't want to change. So now when I'm speaking, he actually maybe feels my love. It's okay. So to forgive and to love doesn't mean you have to be in the presence of that person and that you have to put up with their shit. It means just that you do not hate them, you do not blame them, you are not carrying this within you. You are free. I love you as you are, where you are, but please, your energy doesn't resonate with me. But you are loved, nothing to forgive. Like that. That's how you forgive those who violating you. But sorry, maybe not today, and not tomorrow, and not after tomorrow. But I love you where you are, as you are. So, thank you for watching. I really dive deep into this one because something triggered me on the beginning. And okay. Everybody, forgive everyone and everyone is forgiven. Forgive yourself. And if anybody wants to support my work so I can give you more of this diving deep and deep and deeper than deep, you are so welcome. I put my link now down there with PayPal. Every donation is blessed and I'm so grateful you keep me where that I am going on this stage that I am now and nothing is sure what is going on and I'm actually living on not seeing anything in front of me, never, and I have to walk by faith now for years already, 3 years, 3 years, and I'm grateful. That's why I'm grateful for every coin and everything with the heart, from the heart. And maybe you receive from me even more spiritual gold. But what I do also for every gift unconditionally, I do white light source healing session beyond time and space. I work on your divine ass for the gift of my love, for gift of your love to me, if you choose so in your heart. So, namaste. Everyone is forgiven. Everyone is loved. Forgive and set yourself free. Namaste. Namaste.